Well, hello there. I hope everything is working well for you. I think the technology is working properly for me, other than the inevitable things of getting Twitch and YouTube not to talk to each other, but to work simultaneously. But yeah, the long dark calls, and we shall answer. Every time I start a new run, I have to fight the urge to log in and play as much as I can. But I do want to keep these especially these first few days, um, the first few weeks, I should say. 'Cause that's really the struggle for all of this, is making sure we get it all. Is that going the right way? That's going the right. There. Too easy to bump my. There's always something. There. That's ever so slightly better, I think. On survival, and we are going to resume here. I think we're still in the ship. I'm trying to remember what we had just been doing last. We had just finished forging. I may even still have the forge going. Gonna just find the sweet spot here on all my stuff. Not when I slouch so that you don't cut off my mouth. There. Okay, I think we're all good there. Yeah, what exactly was I doing? We had just finished forging, I think. We made arrowheads and whatnot, and maybe I think I just put some water down outside, and maybe I was going back into, well, I guess we'll just have to load in and figure it out. Okay, yeah, so we just came inside here. Why am I moving so slow? Oh, I just got out to eat something, I think. Did this go out already? Probably it did. Okay, well, if it did, that's fine. Yeah, okay, so what I need to do is drop the hammer. And I think maybe the tools.
I need some water.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't have tools back at. There's only so much we're gonna have to carry. Arrow or saplings back with us. We're gonna have to carry hides with us to cure. There's a lot of stuff we gotta travel with here. Oh yeah, we had just come back from a little jaunt and we had picked up some fish. Maybe, I think. Did we open it? Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to go and sleep, even though it's coming up on morning. We definitely need to get some rest. Question is, how much can we? But we'll get close. Okay. 3 hours. It'll be sun up. Let's do 6 hours, I guess. Let's do. I drank enough water for that, I'm pretty sure. So, well into the daylight now. Of course, it's nasty weather out. What else would we expect, right? We need to take this and these two. That's going to be an entire kilogram. Any other clothing? Can leave behind? No. We can leave behind another thing of painkillers. Again, not that that's going to save me all that much. I think I'm going to leave behind bandages as well. Still got 11 cloth. We do not need that much cloth. Drop 7, 8. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I think we can leave the one scrap metal up here as well. Good old inventory management. It sounds, at least thankfully, like the really bad weather has taken a break. Tools. What other tools? Do anything. Drop the pry bar. Drop that, and then fuel. And oh, how big is this one? They're both full. That's good. That's lots of lantern fuel. Yeah, we got almost 1 kilogram in arrowheads there. That's gonna add up. We do not need to bring the guns book. An hour's worth of yeah. I would like to bring book. Finish off this fish. And also this. I don't know. That small risk of food poisoning. Where are we at for our skills here? Cooking is well ahead of carcass harvesting. Harvesting has long books, but our starting is. We have 3 now. We have 3 books. We do. All right. I am going to take one of these. Just see. Got 4. Well, we're going to have 3 liters of water in a bit here. We're all good. Maybe leave we're not gonna. We're gonna take some meat with us, but I don't want to leave everything behind. I did kind of want to cook everything that was out there, but can't do everything. Nope. And a third. That's lots of water. Okay. Need to get back to the tower up there. Means we're gonna have to go climb up over here. And I would like to. I'd like to not cross paths with a bear. Yeah, there's definitely at least one deer hide up there. Hoping the guts are cured by now. Okay, the moose is gone away. We'd probably use some more sticks as well. We'll have to pick those up before we go through the cave. Speaking of, keep one of these handy in case I miss my guess as to where the wolves are. Well, we'll find a way, Astrid. We'll find a way. Either we sleep up there, wait an entire day, and waste a bunch of food. Oops. We can't go that way. We do have to go. I don't see anything now. If they could smell us, they would be probably within earshot. I don't think wolves will end up crossing these bridges either, so... There, yeah, stopping to cook those fish out on the water was a good thing, for sure. Basically, I think all we need to do here is grab our... Is that a trunk out there? Was there another... There was another blizzard, wasn't there? Maybe we will go... I could have gone along the water, but then I wouldn't be up here. See what we can see from the top up here. Oh, there's a torch. Hello, Max! Welcome. See anything over there, but there was definitely a chest over there to search. Let me grab what I need from here, then we'll see. I hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. Those for sure. This for sure. I think can stay. That does mean I need to change my maple here. Ear hide. This game is called The Long Dark. It is a survival style game, but it is not a survival crafting game. Ironically, I'm crafting things, but it's not like a lot of survival games where you build a shelter. As far as shelter goes, you can basically only use what you find. Am I gonna take the guts with me? I think I better. But yeah, it's a great game. 80% cured, so close. These are completely cured. Let's take them. We may need to make some gloves. So yeah, it's more about scavenging and collecting the supplies you need than it is about like building a shelter and needing to hit stuff with a hammer. And you don't craft. Well, you don't craft tools, and you do craft tools. It's just it works differently from like survival crafting. You know, like in Minecraft, you have to punch a tree until you can, you know, build an axe and a sword and a shovel and all that stuff. Here you can go fishing. You can make, you know, like there's a fish that we found, not a fish that we caught, but that's quite the goat. Right, so I think this should be something new here, yeah. Ooh, a worn ski jacket. That might actually be... It's not in better shape than this, but it is hard to find those, so... Gonna drag it around. I do not, and never have, owned an Xbox. Sorry, this is... you can play this game on an Xbox. It does exist. But I play on the PC. But even on that, I don't tend to I don't tend to add people as friends right away. Just prefer to take a little bit of time to get to know kind of who people are and what they're about. And this isn't actually a multiplayer game anyway, so there's no speck of something on my monitor. There we go. Like here, but like I said, I'm not really in a big rush to friend people that I haven't spent much time getting to know. I'm just old school like that. It's one of the hazards of being an old man in my 40s. Hard to believe there's nothing else along the shore here. Huh. Okay, well, maybe the best way... This is still probably the best way. Yeah, you can throw a rock at these guys and catch them and eventually cook them for food, but I'm doing decent on food right now, so I'm not in a rush to do that. What I am in a rush to do is to leave this region. I think we can maybe sneak through over here, actually. Can we do that? Yeah. Not pick up too much stuff, because we got to carry everything we pick up. We've got to carry, and the more we carry, the more, well, the slower we walk. I think we're gonna be... Oh, that's a wolf. Oh, good. The wolf decided to make a snack out of one of the bunnies and has left me alone. That is good news. And I think I can... I haven't checked out this car yet, despite having just walked by it. Thing in the deck? Nope. Glove box, of course. Yeah. Well, that's what I get for playing on this difficulty. There's definitely a shortage of gear. Hello, Dylan. Another new name I don't recognize. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day. I am doing just fine myself. The game is called The Long Dark. It is... There you go. Oh, I did not need another rock. I need to carry this many of them around. I probably don't even need to carry this many of them around. Okay, there we go. There we go. But yes, it's a great game. It's a slower paced game, punctuated with moments of being chased by wildlife, which can get rather tense. But it is also very much an inventory management simulator, where there's more and more things to pick up, and you have to decide how much you can carry. All right, probably gonna need to use a lantern to get where I'm going here, but we'll see how bad it is when I get inside.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's pretty dark. Yeah, okay. Wrong controls. There we go. Yes, it's a survival game, but it's not... I was just saying to Max there that it's a survival game, but it is not what you would typically consider a survival crafting game. So I am on day 12, I think. of my. So this is a relatively new run for the game. I just finished forging a knife and a hatchet and some arrowheads, and now I need to go collect some gear I've left curing on the way. So you can collect saplings to make a bow and to make arrows. You need feathers to make arrows, and you need cured animal gut to make the string for the bow. So I've been collecting stuff and leaving it behind to cure and get ready, because when you harvest the guts from an animal, it's, you know, fresh, and it needs to be cured, just like you need to cure an animal hide before you can, before you can do anything useful with it, whether it's turn it into leather or, use it to make whether it's a bearskin rug or whether it's with several deer hides, you can make deer hide pants. There's no deep mine shafts in here, Graphic. Sorry. There's a bunch of salt. I did not notice the salt deposits in here before. I don't need salt, but good to know that it's there. There's no lava in this game either. The only thing that will, technically you can step on a fire and burn yourself. So I was going to say there's no fire damage, but there is, because you can, burn your hand. It is. It's a slower paced game. So if you're looking for like Call of Duty or Fortnite, like running and gunning, this is not your game. In fact, on the hardest difficulty here, there are no firearms. You can only eventually craft a bow and that. So yeah, I'm retracing my steps. So the region that I'm going into now, I have already been to before. Should have picked up coal. I have 3 coal. I guess that'll do for now. Yes, so I still don't have a weapon in order to deal with a wolf. If it decides it wants me for lunch. The only thing I can do is light a torch and try and scare it away. So, yeah, I mean, the smartest way to play this game is to avoid the danger. But there's a great deal of, especially on harder difficulties, there's a great deal of balance to manage in this game, because you have to take some risks in order to survive, right? Like, food is scarce, matches to start a fire are scarce, so you don't just want to waste a bunch of matches for fun. You really don't want to use a match unless you absolutely have to, and then when you do, you really want to make sure you boil some water or cook some food or do something else that will help you. So there are essentially 5 difficulty levels now in this game. Pilgrim, which basically means the wildlife will ignore you unless you, like the wolves and the bears and everything, will actually run away from you unless you attack them. Then there is so there's Pilgrim and Voyager, where the wildlife is still relatively won't really hunt you that much. Then there is Stalker, where there is a ton of wolves. Then there's Interloper, which is the difficulty I'm on now, where you can't find a rifle, you can't find a revolver. All you can do is craft your own bow and arrow. And then there is a newest difficulty level they added called Misery, where you're afflicted with extra afflictions the longer you survive, and Misery is literally designed to kill you within like 30 to 60 days. If you win the lottery, you'll entice the developers to include mine shafts and lava. But only for me. Oh, thank you. You just need the stream integration feature, Graphic, that opens a chasm at my feet down to so yeah, this is the Interloper symbol. The skull with the bird picking at it. Definitely not an easy setting. But I've been playing this game for like 5 years now. So I have At last I checked, I had over 1,100 hours in this game. So I know most of the regions fairly well. I know where to find a lot of stuff. I know how to expect wildlife to behave. I'm a decent shot with a bow, although I still miss more than I would like. But yeah. Yes. Somebody, I forget, there's a streamer somewhere who did figure out they have some like basically some developer commands that they've managed to figure out for the game so they can like spawn a moose kind of wherever, or a bear, or rabbits, and so then they have to every now and again they do a thing where they let the chat spend like channel points to surprise them with a bear out of nowhere kind of thing. I'm still like this difficulty pushes me. Well, I'm it's there's not a ton of people here. Graphic over on Twitch that I was just talking to, he's been around for a long time, but yeah, it takes a lot of time to get used to the game. I usually play on one difficulty level easier than this. And like just before Christmas, I died. Doing like making stupid mistakes basically. So you have to really be on the ball and know what's a reasonable risk and what's a stupid risk. And sometimes you have to take a stupid risk, even though you know it's a stupid risk, because it's the only way. Like when you start to run out of food, you got two options, right? You starve, or you have to go out hunting. And sometimes the weather is not good, or sometimes there's a bunch of wolves around. And so you can't stay in one place for too long either. I feel like I should have gone along the beach to see if there's anything else to grab. Sometimes there will be stuff that washes up on the shore. The ocean is over that away. Oh, this is the way we want to go. Yeah, you can probably hear a wolf howling in the background. See those little three wavy lines kind of in the top center of the screen? That shows how badly I smell. Not because I haven't had a shower, although the character in the game never showers in the game, but because I'm carrying raw meat and uncured animal guts, so the wolves will smell that and they will start to basically track me down. I don't think there's anything we need down here, but I'm going to check it out anyway. I have already been here before. I just can't remember. Oh, I did. I left some... I left the shirt, and I'm also going to leave this extra ski jacket that I found here. Last we have, because these four, picking these up is going to add 1 kilogram to my... but that weighs 1 kilogram also. What kind of condition are those? Oh, those are cured. That is absolutely fantastic. That's what we need. Why are you gonna make it awkward, Graphic? Why are you gonna be like that? It's not gruesome per se. I mean, if a bear is attacking you, like the bear knocks you down, and it like you can see the bear like open its mouth and like bite you. But it's all in first person, so all you ever really see is the person's hand and whatever tool that they're holding. But if you have a rabbit and you want to get the guts out of the rabbit and you want to get the meat out of the rabbit, it shows like blood on your hands. It'll show you like like using a knife to skin the rabbit kind of thing. So in that sense, it's a little bit. I mean, it leans into the realism of that kind of thing, but it's not like there's blood spraying everywhere. It's just, you start off with clean hands when you go to harvest an animal, and by the time you're done, there's blood on your fingers. I mean, that's that. Like I mean, you do the same thing. Like when you get the same thing when you take a steak out of the package, right? You just get blood on your hands. Or you end up with a wolf struggle. So there's a wolf like trying to bite at you, and you're like trying to fight it off with whatever tool you have handy. So those things are whatever. The game doesn't go out of its way to make that. Finish that book. But yeah, like I mean, if you shoot an animal with a bow and it dies, and then you harvest the animal and there's nothing left, then there's a patch of blood in the snow. Or if a wolf tackles you and you get in a wolf struggle, then like you can start to you can get an injury that causes you to bleed, so you have to bandage it, and then, or better yet, if you shoot a wolf or a deer with a bow and it doesn't die right away, then it will actually leave a blood trail dripping on the ground, which you can actually use then to follow it and continue hunting it. So it is very realistic in that sense. I've never been actually hunting in real life. Is there anything new out there? I can't. Too far away, but no, I don't. I have friends that do. It's not that I'm opposed to it, for any reason. And I've certainly fired rifles and shotguns and those kinds of things before. And I'm not opposed to any of that sort of thing. I have in the past enjoyed things like camping and outdoorsmanship, orienteering, fishing, all that kind of thing. But just where we live and stuff going on in our lives outside of, inside and outside of work and stuff, just haven't left much really time to enjoy those kinds of hobbies. So this is a great alternative for me because it's, whatever. I mean, like playing whatever. It's like playing like lawn mowing simulator, right? I mean, it's not playing lawn mowing simulator is more fun for most people than actually going out and mowing the lawn. I wouldn't necessarily say playing this game is more fun than going out on a fishing trip with the guys or something like that, but it is also a lot more accessible, right? I mean, granted, I need a PC to run everything, and go on to the island too. I know I do, so. Let's check over there and see if there's some more feathers by that deer carcass. So I'll show you what I mean. There's right up here ahead of us, there's a deer carcass. So when the game world loads, there are a variety of already killed animal carcasses that spawn, and they will stay on the ground and persist until the game, until you interact with them to harvest them. So I will often leave them unharvested because then birds sometimes will circle above the corpses. Oh, there's a wolf coming towards me. Okay. And we need the crow feathers in order to start to make the arrows. The wolf, when it first smells something, will go straight to the place where it smelled whatever it smelled. So the wolf is going over by the... Probably should have gone the other direction, but I'm going to end up having to light this torch because the wolf will now head straight for me. It's following the scent trail, right? When it gets closer, we'll hear it start to growl. The weather can get quite foggy, too. Hi, Jackie. You make it home all right? Yay! I'm glad to hear that. That's good news.
On the ground, junk in the trunk.
Aye. Yeah, well, I figured you would have gone to visit some family over the holidays here, so I wasn't surprised. Well, it is. It is. It's just it had to turn around. There it is. So I've got some folks who are new to this game, Jackie, who are on YouTube. So I've been kind of giving them a bit of a rundown. The puppers wants me for lunch, and I don't want to be lunch, so he'll catch up. Oh, yep, he's just turning around. Yeah, I know, Astrid. I'm tired too, but we got to keep going because there's a wolf on our tail. Yeah, I figured you would have gone to visit some family, so 20 minutes after the schedule. That's pretty good. I'm assuming train. That's my normal assumption for transport in the EU now, but yeah, see, he is coming this way. Maybe we've got far enough away that he's sort of losing our trail a little bit, but yeah, I mean that's nothing. I mean, you don't really want to be behind schedule, but 20 minutes, yeah, 20 minutes is nothing. I mean, you can end up farther behind than that on the bus. So, yeah, he's definitely getting closer here now. I wish I knew where the bear was. He could be up on the island here where I'm planning to go, and that would be bad news for me. Jackie is one of my viewers on Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But yes, Jackie and Graphic both have been with me for some time, and I appreciate them both. But yeah, I'm surprised we're keeping this far ahead of the wolf. Yeah, he just turned around as if like to say, "What the heck?" And now he's coming back. So, oh, you're kidding me. We can't climb this hill? You're kidding me. Okay, well, yeah. Now you can hear the wolf. Oh, there's the bear. I see the bear. That's good. Now I know where the bear is. Might be able to confuse the wolf here if I can get up on this rock. Maybe. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes the game doesn't like the pathing when you do this kind of stuff. But yeah, there's a bear over there too. We really didn't want to see. 5 days. Oh my goodness. That's a long stretch. I didn't realize it was so bad, but I guess whatever. We're already on the 6th of January, so that's a long. Well, just because the service was disrupted for 5 days doesn't mean you were 5 days, stuck for 5 days, right? But yes, as I point out, the reality that I am made of delicious meat is not my fault, Jackie. I had no say in the matter. The real problem is not that I'm made out of meat. The real problem is that I'm so delicious. Alright, so technically, if I go in the cabin, he will stop following me for a bit. As soon as I go outside again, he will smell me, so... I wonder, in theory, I could probably... Maybe we can pick up this feather. Yes. Could probably pick up some of that animal fat and then drop it. And the wolf may... Like, I could drop some of the guts or meat that I'm carrying right now, and maybe the wolf would stop and eat that for a snack instead of continuing to follow me, but... Oh, I miss a good sauna, Jackie. I miss a good sauna. One of my favorite things about... I know, it's a nice fishing shack. We both know that, but mind you, if there's a few that have doors on them. If you went in one with the door and you closed it, and you lit a good fire in the pot-bellied stove, you could turn it into a sauna. Okay, we can also maybe get this wolf to go after this deer. Thinking. I don't know, just because I can't see right now, Dylan, but I think the deer is going to get away just fine, but Might chase him for a bit. Well, then again, he might actually get him. Oh, now he's running away from a different wolf, I think. Oh. Chasing him towards the other wolves, too. How many wolves do I want to have to deal with here? Goodness, do I want more? Okay. I'm going to go in this house and... Oh. Good, that explains it. I was going to say, why did that wolf go away? But that's... Because only one wolf will stalk you at a time. Perfect. What? Oh. What? Oh, the bear's over there. Oh, great. There was a bear just over there. Okay, now I want to get close to the bear so the wolf goes away. That's a beautiful metaphor, Jackie. Okay, I think we can get in the door over here. That is very sad. I don't know what I don't think I've ever had a streak ever higher than 5, Jackie, for tuning in for YouTube. Or I mean Twitch streams. Just because of work, right? That tends to throw a wrench in all of my things here. Okay, we made it safely to where we're trying to go. The answer to your question, Dylan, is that right now there are 4 people watching on Twitch. So Jackie, Graphic, and somebody else. But you stole it from Blade Runner. There you go. Man, how many decades has it been since I've seen that movie? Probably too many to count. So I won't try and count them. Oh, that's so Jackie, Graphic. Hey, YouTube playback. Be like that. 24 streak from... Oh, yes. 15. Aw. Well, I would reinstate that for you if I can, but that's not the way Twitch works. So, yeah, I mean, it depends what I'm playing. The Long Dark is a very niche game. And while it is very popular among the people who like it, it doesn't tend to do big numbers for streaming. Like, I will max out at, like, maybe 10 or 12, unless I get a raid from somebody else who's been playing the Long Dark. I usually max out at, like, 8 or 10 people per stream, concurrently, not total. And sometimes, like yesterday, I streamed and there was probably maybe 6 people at the most on Twitch. I mean, I guess there's stats for YouTube here too. Yeah, like 2 people on YouTube right now. Yeah, well, and it's hard to whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it is about having like that kind of a head cold or sinus troubles or just stuffed up nose, but I find like having headphones in my ears, like even these things I can manage, but like earbuds, ugh. I don't know if it's got to do with the sinus pressure or what the challenge is, but it's actually really good news for us that there's 2 bears that are relatively close. There's one on the island that we passed, and then there's one that kind of wanders through town here. Yeah, if I'm playing, like if there's new World of Warcraft content, for example, or I'm playing something like that, then we can easily get higher than that stream number wise. But I am very content to be a small streamer. I have no aspirations, no life goals of making a living from doing this. This is a hobby and a way and a place to hang out with people that I enjoy hanging out with. Which is what we've been doing today, right? Just chatting about the game, chatting about stuff, catching up with Jackie since I was busy working for a lot and didn't stream, and then Jackie was away and not able to tune in. Ouch. I the last time I had a cold that bad, I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I have been relatively fortunate. I don't tend to get super, super bad colds. What I do is I get a cold, or what I really do is I get several mild colds back to back. So it seems to stretch on for like a month. Um, but yeah, that's my. I've had allergies that just gum everything up like that. That's way worse. I would rather have a cold for 2 weeks than to have like seasonal allergies. Alas, I don't get to choose. I just have to live with what I've got. But yeah, let me get the rest of my stuff out here and organized. Oh, I do have tools here. Thank goodness. I pretty much always stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I don't generally do one or the other. But I am hoping to be on around the same time tomorrow. I usually stream sort of between lunchtime and supper time for me. Right now it's 2:45 in the afternoon, so I usually try and stream. I started late today, but I usually try and start at 1, and then I wrap up between 5 and 6, depending on what our sort of what's going on, if my wife's working or what we're doing for supper or those kinds of things. So yeah, I should be on. I'm terrible at watching the activity feed here. I'm too busy looking at chat and talking to chat, so I don't. On the far side of the screen is where I have things like alerts and stuff that tells me what happened. So we did have a new YouTube subscription 44 minutes ago, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gathering from what you're saying, Dylan, that you got to head out, which is totally fair. But yeah, if you haven't already, then you can hit the think on YouTube the follow button. Like on Twitch, it's following. On YouTube, it's subscribing, and then you can set it up so you can get a email or a text message notification or whatever when I go live. But yeah, I get like gritty stuff, like sandy stuff in my eyes. And that I find really annoying. And I'm working harder at not rubbing them so much because I know it's not good for me. And it's, it exposes your face to more germs and everything. But ooh, up your nose, yuck. Yeah, I tend to get like a big lump in the back of my throat when that goes on, and it just feels like I'm trying to swallow a golf ball, which sucks in a different way, right? But yeah, take care, Dylan. Thanks so much for being here and asking some questions, and happy to have you come around again. Yeah, I felt like that for maybe 15 minutes on Sunday, just like I had something to swallow back there. But I've also noticed since the weather's gotten cold here, Jackie, I've told you before that we have a cat. One of the residents in the group home has a cat. And the cat, when the weather's nice out, the cat spends most of its time outside. Now that it's gotten cold and the cat is spending most of its time inside, I am finding that I am slightly allergic to cats. Especially if I like pet the cat for a while or scratch, the cat's head or whatever. And if I touch my eyes by accident without washing my hands, oh man. The last time I had to take an allergy pill because I wanted to claw my own eyes out. Fine during the day, but yeah, in the evening, yeah, you start to feel like, oh, yeah, takes its toll for sure. Absolutely. I when I was still yep, you betcha. Take care, Dylan. Hope we see you again soon. Bless you. Yeah, like when I was still pastoring, Jackie, like when I was, leading church every Sunday and all that, I had to be really careful because like not on a normal Sunday. A normal Sunday was fine. But then there's Sundays where we would have meetings after church or we would have like a potluck. And so like by 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm talking, like to organize things. I would be singing, practicing music and then singing for the church service and then speaking, whatever. Anyway, and then talking to people after and setting stuff up and then eating together and talking more while eating and then sometimes having a meeting after that. And after, I mean, it's no different than talking on stream for 4 hours. But yeah, it's amazing how much of a toll that can take on your, especially if you've been sick. Especially if you've been sick. All right, so those guts are cured. That is fantastic. And maple, oh, 99% cured. Can you oh, we have 2 more. Okay. Well, that's the one we're going to be using when it's ready. And I've got 4 of these. Rabbit hides. And I think, yeah, this is going to put us up to 4 deer hides, which means technically, I can't remember if it's, well, 2 of them are cured and 2 of them are they all cured? No, I was going to say 1 of them is not cured. Yeah, the other 3 are cured. I think we can make deer hide pants with 3 hides. Let me get these other saplings down. That's good. Then I need to see what I have for... Okay, got that for food. Some sticks, which is good. Oh, yeah. Oh, I need more cured guts in order to make the pants. That's... I need to... Oh. Survival bow takes 2 guts. And then the deerskin pants take 4 guts. Oh, man. I'm trying to think if I left any more anywhere else. Sure, I don't remember doing that. Okay, let me eat. Here. Let's have a nice drink. Better take. Let me check out the back. No, this is out the back. What am I thinking? I can't remember how much meat I left here. I'm pretty sure I left a bit, but not a ton. Oh, there's 3 pieces. Oh, good. We've got enough to last a day or 2 on the meat front. That's good. I really do need to craft the bow. Okay, we have nothing to make us... Oh, there's the bear. There's the bear, Jackie. Feel like you're behind? Yeah. How many... how much longer is left? Okay. Maybe we're not going over there. But yeah, how many days are left for 13 days? And I know you can get to the point where you're gaining like something like multiple hundreds. Basically, yeah, I guess for you the day's basically over, hey? Okay, well, the bear's going back up to its cave over there somewhere. Need some more sticks. Wish we had... I would like to see if they got that they got that deer down over there, but I also don't want to get... It's getting late here. I guess we're getting a bit tired. We could probably plan to sleep soon in the game. And then plan to spend most of tomorrow crafting a bow and some arrows. Well, yeah, it's good that you're back. see far enough out there to tell. Game is so pretty. One wolf over there. Where did that deer go that was... Oh, good, it's clearing up. Yeah, the deer that was here doesn't seem to be around anymore, which means that either something out there hunted it and brought it down. Right. I could sleep where I was in the Quonset there, but I think I'm gonna go check for some rabbits up here. It's a much easier way to get some guts. Needed to wait just a little while longer for that maple sapling to cure to make the bow. I don't see a deer carcass anywhere. Wolves over there. Yeah, there's no... I'd be able to see if I can see the wolves moving, I'd be able to see the deer carcass now. I could maybe go back on the far side of those rocks there. There's the bear, the other bear. So there's a bear over here, sleeps in this cave dead ahead of me. Then there's another bear that comes down near the Quonset. So we're literally surrounded by bears, Jackie. If that weren't already aberrant. Sorry. So sorry that I put you through that terrible, terrible joke. But I'm also not sorry. You knew what to expect. Hun dance? Yeah. Okay, I don't think I've checked this cave yet, but now that we know that the bear is well out of the way, I can pop in here because there is a backpack in this cave. I'm really not sure why there's a backpack in this cave. Oh, it is spelled like that. It just has the word dance in it. More books. Yep, it's definitely spelled like that. You're not wrong in your spelling. Maybe there aren't rabbits up here, but there often are. No, I don't see them. But they also don't want to be seen, do they, Jackie? Trying to remember if I left another sapling or something over here. I probably have it written down. Oh, there's the two fish. Must have found them out beachcombing. Yeah, no bunnies. Probably be out on the other island there. Well, the reality is that once I kill a bear, then I should have an abundance of not an abundance, Jackie, but an abundance of guts anyway. Like you get 10. Did we leave anything here, or did we leave it all at the other house? Maybe we left it all at the other house. Alright, well, let me get up to where the bed is, and then I'll check my notes. Alright. Nope. Jackrabbit Island. Okay, there's flour, canned goods, and a hoodie there. That's not... None of that is particularly necessary. Oh, we did take these as well. Not a parka. Ski jacket. Basically all there is there. Okay, so yeah, we may as well sleep here. I think we can actually, if it's not too dark, we can actually read the book for an hour. I'm gonna fire starting. Right, let's see if we can do fire starting for an hour here. Too dark. Darn it. All right. Well, we should be able to sleep for about 10 hours now. It should put us about at dawn. Food. We can eat the dog food. Hopefully not get food poisoning from it. Yum. Okay, that's basically all we can. I'm going to sleep 10 hours. We need to be all filled up. I'm just going to check really quickly. Anything else crafting-wise that we can work on? No. So, 45 sticks, though. That's probably more than we really need. But, you know, nothing new about that, is there, Jackie? No, just sun up now. I'm gonna go overboard with that stuff just now. Yeah, we should be able to see enough that we can get out the door. But I think we're just gonna focus on getting home now.
More.
Oh. Not a blizzard. Now it's a blizzard. Okay, well. I'm going to concentrate on getting home. But I think that should keep the wolves from having spawned. I don't see them out there. Oh, nope, they are over there. Well. Maybe we shouldn't be carrying these two giant fish then. They're also heavy, so they're making us slow. Oh. Oh, good. Well, Jackie, I have seriously miscalculated. Yep. Should have gone back in the house. We might be able to... That's what you call a popsicle, Jackie.
Is
there not another fishing hut somewhere? No, we are farther over than I think we are. It's definitely not, like, I can see too far for this to be a blizzard. Oh yeah, now we're passing the... So far, we're keeping ahead of them. But only just. There's where I need to go. We should have gone back inside and read for a little bit. Yes, exactly, Jackie. That's right. All right. There we go. Well, the weather's letting up. At least a little bit. I don't really want to use this flare if I can help it. I'd rather use a regular torch, because flares are particularly good for just the wind. There we go. I think we can manage now. It would be less stressful if, you know, if we had, what am I trying to say? Oh, I can see the other wolf over there in town. Yeah, the pier is not really safe. Just out for a lovely walk. If I'm lucky, I can find the bear, and then the bear will scare the wolf away. Then all we'll have to deal with is a bear. No big deal. It's fine. I'm tempted to, like, try and, again, walk on the rocks here to throw the wolf off the pursuit. See if we can. Might have blocked its line of sight temporarily. Of course, that just means the other one will be smelling me now. But it does indeed look like that deer made its escape last night. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, I didn't want to have to do that. I don't know, maybe I could have gotten away without it. This is also right through the bear's territory, where he patrols, so... Yeah, that bear is, or that wolf is very close. I mean, I have a decent supply of matches right now, so that's less of a concern than it would otherwise be. Okay, there's no way he just gave up and went away, is there? Can't see that. Alright, well, either way, I'm going to use this torch to start a fire. Cook the meat and make some water. The question is, where are we going to put this fire? I think the answer is right around the corner here. I'm going to use the book. Much as I hate the idea, I also don't want to fail the fire and have the one little fire. Yeah, don't really want to have the wolf decide he wants breakfast. There we go. How cold are we? Still 8 degrees. Warm up a little bit here. That there is a wolf just over there. Right, I forgot about the salmon. No wonder. No. Okay. Man, those are big boys. Fishies. Okay, so... Starting to get a little windier out again, which I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I probably could have gotten away from the wolf there without using the match, but now that we got the fire going, I really better take advantage of it. I really need to boil some water. I do not have... Basically, all I have here is what I brought with me. Yeah, Quonset is a great base because it's got lots of room, but it is very often also wolf central, which is a bit problematic. But it is convenient if you want to hunt a bear. Maybe. He dropped the fishies for you. Doesn't that help, Astrid? There it is. Not even carrying anything smelly, and he's on my case. Alright, how are we doing here? 21 minutes. Fine. Gotta warm up here a little bit. There we go. Right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick the fit. Now that I'm done cooking this, once this meat is done, I'm gonna start some water. Start one of the fish. Okay, got burned out torch. This one's almost done, so. Oh wow, he's literally just just over there. Let's do the I can't believe this is a 5 kilogram fish. All right. Do 2 liters of water here. That's 1 hour, so we can do that. Come back to the other one.
And the drink.
Crafting. There isn't really much for us to do in terms of crafting. I don't need both of these books. Nor do I need this can right now. It's the fire starting book we tried to read, but okay. Well, I definitely don't want to waste too much time here, but I do want to hang on to the sticks that I drop the can. Oh, we can. Oh no, we can't cook dog food. Oh right, these books. Those can go out of the way. I assume that this is cured now. Yeah. Okay. Well, so easy to forget what I've searched and what I haven't. Oh, we got. Oh. Say one of these isn't. Oh, still 75%. Again, we're gonna need the deer or the bear down, and we can get both of the bears here. That will actually be huge because we need 2 bear hides to make a coat. We definitely want to have ourselves a coat. And break down this stuff in the amount of time we've got. Our pry bar is kind of worn out. I think probably we could read an hour when we swap over the fish here. Assuming the wind doesn't pick up. Still pretty still, but see the tops of the trees going there, and that's why that loon.
Kind of.
Yep, can't disagree. Fish, 48 minutes. Alright. Take a chance. Can't focus on research when you're thirsty, of course not. What was I thinking? At least we're gonna warm up doing this. One minute. Very nice. Look at that. Another hour, essentially. Is another hour. So the fire's gonna... Yeah. Wouldn't have been very bright. Is the sort of thing... Exactly the sort of thing I'm likely to do. Hey, Jackie? Forget to put some wood on the fire. Nope. Probably finish most of this up. No, and one more hour. Man, I've never smaller amount here. Okay, so we are going to go in and we are going to work on crafting now for what's left of the day. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make the whole bow before it gets too dark, but take these in with us for food. I am going to grab just a couple of no. A sour sheep. How are you? How are you? How are you? We are about to start crafting a bow. I hope you're well. Gotta finish boiling some water here. I also want to have some torches. Yes, I was pretty sure I recognized the name. Not always great with names, am I, Jackie? But, oh. Where our fire tries to blow out. We're back in a blizzard again. Oh, 9 minutes. We might just get this water cooked after all. Oh, we did get another stick. Okay, good, 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 good. Well, you missed the wolves that were chasing us. There was some very nearby. There, that's a fantastic torch. We will get a little more up close and personal with the wolves as soon as I am done crafting the bow. There we go. But, yeah, I just don't want to end up being a wolf snack, so... Yep, that's true. If you go back, what, half an hour to an hour? Maybe 40 minutes. We'll, what are we at now? We are at the 1 hour and 25 minute mark. Oh, yeah, if you go back a half an hour or so to about an hour into the stream, maybe 45 minutes into the stream. Well, even like 15 minutes ago, there was still a wolf on our tail. But yeah, that's a good... Oh, shoot, I left the fish out there. That's my crafting food. It's funny to me that this is still smoldering away here. Yeah, those will last me most of my crafting, I think. Okay. We do have some water. Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Doing change. Okay. You and you and you. Make the bow, and then food. May as well eat as much as we can before we take a drink. Oh. All right, let us craft a survival bow. We got to pick a tour. 6.5 hours with the knife, or 9 hours with the hatchet. Yeah, they're cute, all right, until they knock you down and try and take a bite. What time are we at? Oh, well, let's see if we can go. Let's see if we can go for 5 hours. I don't think it will let us go that far. It's gonna get too dark. Wow, we got 2 hours. All right, let's see if we can finish it off then. Oh, too dark. I'm not surprised that it's too dark. There's the bed. We're well into... Well, we're not that tired, even though we're well into the evening. That's the downside, I guess. I wonder... We have to be at a crafting table to make the arrow shafts. Yes, we do need to be at work. Means we will need to see. Bother. Can I tame the wolves? No. No, sadly, you cannot tame the wolves. Sorry, what should I share, Jackie? The fish, the broiled fish. Okay, now I'm all turned around. Oh, they want a bite. Yeah, they do want a bite. Okay, so I can sleep for 7 hours. That's not enough to yeah. Okay, 70. That's almost. It's too dark to craft. It's also too dark to read. Um, 5. Can we fit all of that in? Yes, we can. Okay. Be able to get this pretty well full. Oh, of course, now I gotta fix. I'll have to remember to find the fuel in the morning. Don't bother. Now it's gotten really dark and I can't see where I am. Oh, there we are. Oh, there's the lantern fuel. Amazing what you can figure out in the dark when you're determined. Oh wow, our pants are really taking a beating here. One hour. Too dark, yeah. We could go stand outside and try and do it out there, but I think we would just freeze. All right, well, I don't do this much in the regular game or when I'm normally playing, but I'm going to just pass. Oh, I should have drank some water. All right, just now it's not windy outside.
If I don't drink soon.
I'm working on it, Astrid, I promise. There you go. Wind has died down. Not that cold out. There we go. Nice. Nice night out, too. All right. Well, again, we'll eat as much as we can of the fish. All right. Now, if we go sleep for, like, yeah, there's the wolf. You can hear him. I'm not going to say hi again. All right. So... set it for 8, although I don't think we can actually sleep that long, because I don't think we're tired enough. If an aurora starts, I'll be kind of annoyed with that, but... there we go. Okay. Didn't recover as much as I hoped we would, but still getting used to all of that. Did I leave the fish outside? No, I did pick it up. Good. All right, let's finish making the bow before we do anything else. Finish that. Nice. Okay. Now we need to make some arrow shafts. Which I believe we can use the tools? No? Oh, bother. All right. Let's, I think we can do 6 of them here. Should have made a second knife while I was... go. I thought for sure we could... oh, there we go. Simple tools. Save a bit of time making the arrows. We're not that hungry, but we are going to be thirsty if we try and do too much here. Wonder if we can do them even faster with You can do them in 45 minutes with the quality tools. Wow. That's actually really, really good. That's half the
I
time.
need snow if the hypo kill me.
All right. Considering we got a whole nother... Like, the tools wear out over time as you use them as well. All right. Tools, 45 minutes. Do 3 of them. See where that puts us at. All right. Should be able to make the last 3. Yeah, 2% for making 3 arrows. That's pretty good. There we go. Now we have a bow and 6 arrows. I would like to make the rest of those arrow shafts as well. 99% cured on that. Yeah, we need... Yeah, those ones are cured, but... 2 pieces of meat here.
More.
I'm not sure we can either. Let us make 3 more arrow shafts. And last 3 arrow shafts. Let's go. Very nice. Okay. Ooh. Well, just remember, you have a choice, Sour Sheep. I'm sure that this isn't the most exciting gameplay. Old enough. I mean, that's a fair question. I am 65. Clearly, I'm more tired than I think I am, Jackie. I'm 45. That's not... I don't find it to be a rude question to me. I know other people do prefer not to say. I don't really care. I'm old. Older. Not old, but I'm old enough. Okay. So we're not actually that tired. All right, I think we can make 3 more arrows here. Why do I keep forgetting or keep thinking that I haven't had anything to drink yet? So yes, older than you might think to be streaming, but to be older. Okay, it's getting on towards dark now. It's more like talking than playing. At the moment it is, yes. We might be able to get 1 more arrow in here. There we go. That's not too bad. We're going to see about repairing this. Wow. Ah, it did get too dark. Dang it. Yeah, now that we've got the bow, we really need to hunt a bear. 30-35. Notice the white hair. You can't really see it because my hair is short and it's slightly thinning, but I do have more gray in the top than you would expect, but 6 hours, that is really not enough. It's also really dark out there. I gotta remember I got a bow now, not that you can see it in this weather, but or light. Okay. So it's hard to say whether the bear is out or whether the bear is hiding right now. I'm not about to hunt the bear. I just in the dark, in the snowstorm, but yes, Jackie does not like that any more than don't kill the wolves, right? Anything else but not the wolves. Only when they force me to, because every time I fire the bow, it also wears out. And the arrows will also start to break and that kind of thing. So I don't really want to do it if I don't have to. More than anything, I'm just out here trying to hunt some sticks and kill some time. We did have a blizzard, I suppose, so we might be able to do some more scavenging along the coast there. Well, along the ice on the coast. Oh, well, that's easing up a bit. Okay, there's a big... If it wasn't snowing, I would probably try and take the deer here. But it is not worth trying to shoot in the dark. It's also not worth trying to track the deer if I only wound him. Oh! Come on. Pick up the stick. Need at least another hour. No, but I don't want to waste my hatchet breaking up sticks. So we'll do it by hand. It wastes a bit more time, which is kind of what I want to do. Yes, tracking a wounded deer in the dark is no fun. Plus, I would much rather save the arrows for the bear at this point. Just the important thing to know, which isn't immediately obvious, is that the world in this game gets colder and colder as you get farther into it. I mean, there's a point at which it stops getting colder, but if you don't craft a bearskin coat and some deer skin pants, some other, like, you really want 2 pairs of deer skin pants. But if you don't start crafting that stuff before it gets that cold, it's really, really hard to spend much time outside because you just start to get hypothermia and then you're just in really bad shape. I am actually going to go back, stand by the door of the Quonset and see if I can read again for an hour here. Feels like cheesing things a little bit, but... Or I'm just going back inside because that's a wolf. All right, well, I doubt it. I'm going to take one more try at this. Ooh, excuse me. Why am I getting sleepy? 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, so, I finished this book, so we can put that down. Fishing. I think we probably want to read the repair book first. Sewing is probably the next to fishing.
I drink almost anything.
It's probably the hardest skills to level up. Okay, we are down to 24, 36, 48, 50, 6. We're down to 70 matches. Oh no. Like, do we really need that many? I don't think so. If I remember in the morning, I will probably leave this stack behind here. But we did get a fair bit more sticks, which is good. Put away the bow so I don't accidentally fire it or something dumb. If you shoot an arrow into something that is high up that you can't reach, you've effectively lost it forever. Like if you shoot it into a tree at, like where you can reach it and pull it out, you're fine. But a couple of times I have shot and overshot something and had an arrow sticking it like high up in a tree. And it's not so great. So we're looking at 7 hours. Technically, that's enough to get us through till morning, but where am I? All right, fine. Do this the hard way. All right. There's the bed. Put the lantern away. Sleep 8 hours now. That'll put us into morning, which means we should be able to finish our arrows. So, oh, great. We didn't pick up any more water. Oh no, what did we drink? What did I just drink? Just drank some tea. Why am I not drinking water? No. That wasn't great. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. But I still had some water. I mean, the tea's not going to hurt me, but when you drink those teas, it gives you improved rest, and you recover more condition. You recover more of your health bar when you're resting. So that was kind of bad misclick, really. But yeah, the water should be in the top corner here. It just isn't. I don't know why it wasn't. I guess that we didn't have any. Oh. Here we go. 8 hours. We missed an aurora. Late starting aurora like that do frustrate me sometimes. All right, we are well into day 12. Getting a little on the hungry side, but I'm just gonna give you some because we're gonna make the last 2 arrows. And I am gonna try and repair this better. Perfect. They went to see the aurora in northern Finland or Sweden. Finland and Sweden? Finland or Sweden. Either way. Traveling the world with your cat. I mean, I don't know. The idea of having to travel with a pet like that seems daunting to me. But I mean, if you're attached to your animal, that's what you're gonna want to do, for sure. Okay, so I need. Next time I make a fire, I need to check my feathers first of all. Still have 16 feathers. Okay, so we can make a few fire hardened arrows if we have to, or whatever when we have the opportunity. They're much better for hunting certain kinds of animals. It is very cold out. I'd say very cold out, but it's cool. Alright, well. Need a bear. That's really all I can do right now. Is I mean, there's other things I could do. Until we get the guts. Well, the only thing worth doing is hunting a bear. Yeah, I mean the Aurora in this game are absolutely stunning, but I mean it's still just a computer screen, right? Like I've seen them for real outside of my like back door. But they're nothing here compared to what they are. Yeah, what they would be in sort of your. Well, bear over here seems like it will be easier to get, and if we can't find the bear over here, downside is we'll have to bring it all the way back. The wildlife seems to have shifted. All the wolves. Oh, there's a wolf. I take it back. Maybe it hasn't shifted. Another one. Wolves there. Two wolves way over there. Yeah, we're getting chilly. Ugh. The only downside with hunting a bear right now is that bear meat, as a predator animal, can actually have a chance of making you sick. Let me tell you, is a big inconvenience. It takes a lot of work to cure intestinal parasites that bears get, or that bear meat can give you. So I would rather, if possible, have some more deer meat, kind of keep us going. So we are heading up towards the bear den. Bear could be farther down that way for all I know, but it seems less than likely at the moment. There's also a chance for some deer up the hill here. Would be a decent alternative because at least we need to get some more guts. We'll be able to get a couple from a deer if we take one down. We are getting cold. $11.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay. This up there where the deer are. They can be, not are. Well, that's a wolf over there. Don't want to deal with wolves. Alright. I'm going to go back in this little building here for a few minutes and warm up. Also give some time for the bear to maybe come down.
Package.
So we have been here before. We just read for an hour, we'll get fairly warm. Oh yeah. There, that's 3/4 of the way to warming up. That's pretty solid. I'm carrying right now. A little bit more than I should be. We could have dropped a couple of things. Probably got a few more torches than we... Oh, we didn't need to bring these tools. Alright, let's see. Not quite so cold out now. See if we can come across the bear tracks. See if that can give us a hint. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I wonder if it's gear.
Oops. Yeah, I am sort of torn between which of the two bears I should be hunting. I mean, ultimately we need them both. The biggest downside is that the meat itself is not super useful to us at this stage. Oh, I think there's cabins up here. There can be. I mean, there will be remnants of them if nothing else, but I'm pretty sure this is where we... It's too steep. Something over there. Oh, I know where we're at, yeah. Isn't quite what I was thinking, but... Farther along here. Oh, now we're definitely up too high. Maybe not. Okay. Oh. We're not carrying anything smelly, but up there is where the cabins were that I was thinking of. Now, if I was a bear, where would I be? Probably not over here, right? Back down to the road. You had to do an extra dungeon, Jackie. I am so sorry. there comes the snow. The sun can't last forever in this game. Sadly. Kinda. Pressed the wrong button, I take it. Hey, Jackie. Is that a wolf on the road over there? It's totally a wolf on the road over there. Not cool, man. There's a bunch of them over there. You know what? We're out here now. Go check this fishing hut. Feel almost like we shouldn't be staying in, Oh, time walking. Yes, yes, yes. And go to bed. Come on. There we go.
Gotta warm up.
I know. I know. A regular heroic. Well, I guess good for you for not leaving everybody. And just ditching them to fend for themselves. Having to re-queue. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. Oh, good, we got a... It's not a blizzard, maybe, but... We haven't searched this one, I'm pretty sure. No. Off. I can live without that. And I can live without that. Well, we're still cold in here.
If I don't warm up soon.
Yeah, I know. I know, Astrid. It's just cold, that's all. Not what I would call early in the day, but it's not exactly late either. Guess I'm gonna try to head over this way and hope that the the wind direction changes so that I can go to the island over there. At the very least, we should be able to get some rabbits there, which will give us a bit of food. Since I didn't bring any food with me. But if nothing else, there will be a couple of things from beachcombing we should be able to grab over here. It just means walking into the wind to head over that direction. Oh, I see a couple of rabbits over here already. Maybe that's our play then. Go up to the... Get these rabbits, go up to the house. I say if the rabbits will hold still. Nice. There we go. I see something out there on the ice, too. I knew you were gonna heckle me for that, Jackie. But it's not a wolf. What do you want me to do? Not hurt anything, right? I get it. Alright, well. If it wasn't them or me... Alright, there's something over there, but I can't tell what it is. Looks like a human. It is a human, a frozen human. A meatsicle. Washed up on shore, no less. Oh, I'm pretty sure I see something over there to get to, but... I do have to be careful, because I can get amazingly sidetracked, Jackie, as you well know, on stuff that is not essential, which will likely get me killed in this game if I pursue it too much for too long.
Man, I could use a drink.
Man, you want a drink? You want a fire? You want food? You want everything, Astrid. So greedy. Me, me, me. She wants a full belly. She wants some nice tea. I can sympathize on the tea front, though. There could be more rabbits up here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, you've always got something to complain about. You got some complaining to do. Lucy? Well, sheltered from the wind here at least. Can I build a fire here? Somewhere? Maybe?
It's too cold to think.
That's a terrible spot for it. Sure, I'd built one here before. Maybe these are in the way. I don't want to light a torch unless I know I can make a fire.
Oh, so cold.
Bother. Sure, I've done this before. Alright, that'll have to do right there. Oh dear. I don't think we left anything in the kitchen here.
Perfect.
Is it perfect? Well, we are warming up, so that's pretty good. Anything to heat up there? No. Well, we can... I don't know. How do I keep doing that? Just gonna warm up these cups of coffee. And then... Get some little pieces of meat here that we can cook while we harvest the bigger pieces. Want those coffees to burn. Okay. That's a bear.
I need something to drink soon.
Or something. That's probably the bear. Hey, we really need to make sure this fire doesn't go out, because... Is he standing on me? Oh no, that's an icicle. Okay. Goodness. Okay. There's the bear. In theory, he can't charge me because of the fire. But in reality, I don't know about this. Yeah. I was afraid of that. Now we're going to have to hunt him down. I really can't afford to hunt him down right now. Got a good hit on him. He's going to run and run and run and run. We can't really follow him into the weather here. And where did he even go? Well, I don't know. Guess I better just get back to work.
I can't feel my hands.
Well, now the weather's calming down a bit. Alright, well. Drop that. Drop tools. Good. Myself to stay by the fire and warm up. And now, of course, it's getting foggy, so I can't see.
Drank his own pee.
Just love to bring that up, don't you, Astrid? The only real downside is that if he made it back to his cave back there, he will have gone to sleep. And he can actually heal up and then not be... Like, in theory, he should bleed out, right? But... reality is that he could have ended up anywhere. Okay, well, he's not sleeping here, so that's a good sign.
I hate being cold. Does it really do?
Not really sure if I should make more firewood or, I mean, make more water here. Gotta carry it around if we do. Well, we'll make another little bit here, I think. Do 2 liters. And that'll just get us through. I mean, we know he ran off in this direction, but that's really all we know. He could have gone down the hill, across the other island, way back up into the middle of nowhere.
Whew. Getting cold.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay here. I'm just hoping against hope that nearby. But I doubt it, and he could be anywhere, and we're gonna have to search the whole map for him now. Oh, right. Well, is what it is. I was really not expecting him to come this far up the thing here. I mean, I could have just let him go, but there's always a chance that you can get a critical shot with the bow, and that he would have, if I'd have, like, because I shot him like right here. If he just dropped right there, how perfect would that be? We got a fire going, we can stay warm while we harvest them. Like, it just would have been gold. Anyway, I have a feeling the fire's going to go up before I finish harvesting this rabbit hide. Or the wind's going to change and blow it out.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Okay, no, we're alright. Yeah, man, get some of this terrible weather out of the way.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, one more. We're gonna see if we can get 2 more torches in a hurry here. Oh, that's okay. No. Ah, too slow. Alright, well, what can you do? Alright, I'm gonna take those just so we don't lose them. There really isn't much more I can do tonight, honestly. Here, at least. I mean, I can go in the building, spend the night, harvest these rabbit items, I guess. Maybe we can even... Anything else we want to repair? I hate the idea of having to repair these pants. They give so little actual warmth, but I guess these are pretty banged up. Yeah, 40% on these, that's a way better investment. There we go. Much better. Much better. I mean, maybe it's not that much better, but it feels better. Well, it's these ones that were... Yeah. Okay, well...
This
hours
pack is
now.
getting
It's not
heavy.
enough. Alright. I can eat the dog food. Yum. Max, yes, you were here a while back today. I remember. We finished making our bow and all our goodies there. Guess we got lots of water. There's no need to really worry about the water. Yeah, now I'm going to harvest the guts. Yeah, I hope you're still doing all right. I'm still doing all right. One advantage to doing this in the dark, if you want to call it an advantage, is that you don't have to watch all of the blood and guts, so to speak. 300 calories in an hour and 20 minutes to do this. I always forget around this point in the day. Got lighter out. You can see the bed again. Maybe it's a clear night out there. Oh, or maybe it's an aurora. Boy. Alright, well, let me drop these here first to start curing. I should sleep, but I also... love the aurora. And the aurora sparks the electrical stuff to start working. The one thing I can say about the aurora is that it makes it a lot easier to see things. The downside is that the aurora may make the bear corpse unusable. So that would kind of suck. But until we know where it is, we'll never really know, right? Again, I don't see anything obvious out here, so... Oh, there he is. There's the bear. Right out there. That's got to be it. So that's in a relatively decent spot, in that we should be able to harvest it without too much difficulty. We will want to bring a fair bit of fuel with us. So I am going to see about... Okay, I've got some sticks over there which we want to take. But if I can break up a piece of furniture or two, that would also eat up some time. That's actually surprisingly close. I'm not sure why I didn't see the bear there sooner. Yeah, I wouldn't mind breaking down a couple pieces of furniture just to... Oh, here we go. Perfect. There's some cedar here already anyway. We'll leave a few sticks. We'll take one of those. So it takes 2 hours to... Oh, whatever.
Not sure I can carry
Portion
much
up
more.
the bear. Yeah, some things we can break down by hand. Some things we can't. We break down the chair by hand? No. These are too sturdy, these chairs. Not either. Well. Alright. 49 minutes. That's like an hour, basically. Sleep 9 hours right now. Wish we could sleep for 10. That would let us regenerate just a little bit more health. Are fairly hungry. I did not want to have to eat all this stuff.
Something to drink.
Yeah, I know. Alright, well. I'm going to sleep slightly more than 10 hours. Slightly more than 9 hours, but we'll set it for 10. Best we can do. Rested. I'm just going to move these down by the front door so they're easier to see. Okay, and I want to add a note. Jackrabbit Island House. Here's hoping the weather's decent out there. I also need to eat something. Food-wise, I should have made some oatmeal. I wasn't really... I guess we'll have a fire going anyway, so we can make some oatmeal. One carrot. Because I can. All right. It's cold. There is the bear. It's not that cold, but at least we'll get some more feathers from the bear there. We won't really be able to take much in the way of the bear meat. We don't really want to be eating a ton of it anyway. With the potential health issues it can cause. Oh, if we had a mag lens, we can actually make a fire with it instead of using a match too. But one feather. Well, there's my arrow. Nice. 4 feathers. Very nice. Oh, this thing is going to be hard as a rock to start with. Okay. Torch. Fire. And we only have 2 tinder plugs. This really better work. I wish I had a book. Was one in the house there too. If I'd been smart, I would have grabbed it.
Come on, little fire. Try just about anything.
I know, Astrid, I know. Alright. Out. And you. Don't have as many sticks as I had hoped we would have. You do a liter of water. You cook me some porridge, please. Okay. You want 2 kilos of meat, please. It's gonna take an hour. Oh, because it's frozen right there. That's way better with the hacksaw. Yeah, you can cut up stuff way faster with the hacksaw if it's frozen than with the other tools. Porridge, we got 30 minutes until that water's boiled, so let's do one more half liter here. I guess we can do a little bit of quartering. Can't quarter a carcass, it's more than 50% frozen. Father. Your time walking is done for the week. Oh, is it? It's Tuesday. Oh, you had to do it tonight or you weren't going to get to. Ah, right. Right. Yes. Well, don't stay up on my benefit, Jackie. I know you wouldn't generally anyways, but I'm glad you're done. I hope the item you got from the chest for the weekly reward was worth it. And I think it was Legion time walking this week, wasn't it? Yeah, some of the Legion dungeons are really fun. But not when you feel crummy. So hope you have a great rest. I'm assuming you're planning to head out very shortly and get that rest, because if it was after 10 before, it's after 11 now. So yes, glad you're home safe. Get rest so that your body can heal up. And I'm going to continue getting a bear into various and sundry pieces that I need. Yes, time walking is one of those things that, in a sense, just doing the same dungeons we've always done over and over again. Oh wow, that is the first time I have seen the frost like did it for the time ways thing. Right. Yes. Yeah, you gotta keep it active every month so that the thing stacks, right? For the XP. Is it XP? Yeah, experience, so that you have it for when I guess when goodness, it's not gonna be that much longer, is it? No. Watching Dave win makes everyone tired. Oh, you get it 5 times, then you get a mount. I had no idea. Well, I'm not surprised you're concerned about it then. I know that's one of the things you enjoy is your mount collection. Much more so than I do, although I appreciate some of the mounts that I have. I don't always go or don't super often go out of my way to get them. But yeah, that's it's perfect, Graphic. The game is a lot of sleepiness. You're tired all the time, and you know, my droning voice probably helps put you to sleep too. Okay, if you keep the buff active on the character, then you're covered. But that way, well, yeah. Anyway, that's good. That's fair because I know it lasts for 4 hours, I think, something like that. Um, right. Well, that explains why you haven't chatted for a while. It's only 3 hours. I thought it was 4. Well, you're the one who's got the buff active on your character right now. I absolutely do not. Um, so no worries there. But yeah, that would definitely make it easier to have me on in the background, Graphic, wouldn't it? Just no sound whatsoever. A little bit of motion on the second monitor if you've got one. I can't remember. Um, well, yeah, then I guess you have to make sure not to spend too much time logged in on that character until the 11th, unless you're going to refresh the buff or however that works. But other than doing dungeons, yeah. Oh, any dungeon or just time walking? Must be time walking because otherwise it wouldn't make sense as a time ways thing. So many systems that are so many systems that are hard for me to keep track of, mostly because I don't use them on a regular basis, right? If I played World of Warcraft like every week of every month, like most, I shouldn't say most players, but like certainly like Jackie and clearly like Graphic. I mean, nobody plays World of Warcraft like Graphic does. uh but yeah, but there's time walking every couple of weeks with the rotation, I think, usually, right? Is it every 3 weeks or every 4 it rolls around? I don't know, and I don't really need to know, so don't feel compelled to answer my random question when you probably got other stuff to worry about. During this event, it's okay, right? It is every yeah. I forget they do the yeah because didn't they did something like this before? I'm sure. Um, but yeah, that's fair. Very fair. I'm gonna yawn. Got 8.5 hours of sleep last night. I don't know why I'm yawning. 5 times and ends on the 11th. Okay, so yeah, well, that's pretty much 5 weeks in a row, right? 7th, the 2nd. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, I have the January calendar there, so I'm counting ahead to see February. Oh yeah, there's a little mini one. Little mini calendar for December and February. At the start of the January one. Yeah, February the 11th is a Wednesday. There you go. Not that I doubted you, just good grief. Okay. All right, yeah. So we can now quarter this thing. I guess we're going to cook at least a little bit of bear meat. There's a wolf over there, so we're going to have to deal with him. But if we can have I would never, Graphic. I would never doubt Jackie. Never. Uh no. But yes, how's your World of Warcraft journey coming, Graphic? Very reliable. It's true. It's true. Usually reliable enough to give me a hard time about things. But I know you're a little under the weather yet, Jackie. So I totally understand why you haven't given me that much of a hard time tonight. I better be careful tomorrow, though. Hey, after you're all rested up. Yeah, I do plan to be on tomorrow as well, and then at least once on the weekend. So, oh, I know you've been and because I got you distracted, you rolled had to run an extra regular dungeon or heroic dungeon, I should say, rather than what you wanted to do, the time walking one. Right. Yes. Nothing has changed, which is to say everything's perfect and you like it that way. That's fair. I mean, I have tried in the past to say I'm done with the game. But I realized, especially since Classic came out, I realized that there's just something about it that makes me want to keep as long as I stream in your evenings and this pattern keeps up, you'll be miserable tomorrow. Well, there's only so much I can do. But my streaming schedule is my streaming schedule, which is to say, same bear time, same bear channel, but not necessarily the same days, as you well know. But yeah, I mean, you should be getting better, right? I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, but one could hope. Cortisol levels, okay. Well, it makes sense. I mean, cortisol is a stress hormone, and when we're more stressed, yeah, it's going to affect a lot of things. Why does it have to happen to you? Why does it have to happen to any of us? That's what we all say when we're sick like that, Jackie. Yeah. Yes, I've actually shouldn't say it too loud, but I've actually done fairly well in the cold department this year. We had one that kind of went through the house where I work at, and almost everybody had it, staff and residents alike, except for me. Me and one other person, I guess, we managed to dodge it. So won't last forever. I'll have my turn as well, but I've certainly done a decent share of time on that front. We picked straws, did we? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, congratulations to you and to the rest of the family. That is exciting. Yeah, giving you some warning so you would have known ahead of time, you could prepare for it. Stock up on the tissues and the tea and the cozy blankets. But no, that's exciting. A big brother. Well, I'm a big brother, Jackie. I have a little sister. So yeah, that's exciting. So because your nephew's probably around, gonna be getting close to 2, right? It's so hard for me to keep track, and it's not my family, so yeah, until you got home at least. Yeah, being sick is rough enough without having to be sick at someone else's place. 3 in February. Oh my goodness. Man, it goes so fast. It goes so, I mean, but crazy. Well, that's good then. He won't quite be 4 yet when he's going to be a big brother. I'm 2.5 years older than my sister. And early July. Yeah, so 3.5 basically. I did not get the last drip out of there. Well, very cool. Yeah, well, I hope you get to visit the nephew before then, and I hope you get to visit when the new one arrives too, that you can be there for mom, and you know, as much as you can be and as much as she would like. I know there's a fine line there between that sort of thing with family. And I know they're not exactly next door, right? You have to travel probably on a train again to go and visit them. So, but yes, exciting. That's very exciting. Babies are the best. Our next door, like before we moved, our next door neighbor in our old town, they had moved as well, and then so my wife and the lady, they have kept in touch, and they often talk on the phone on Mondays when my wife is driving home from her cleaning stuff. And so yeah, she she actually sent us some pictures of her grandkids. One of the reasons they moved was to be close to their one son and his partner and their kids. One kid. They have one. Two pictures of the same kid. Anyway, so yes, we got some what would be about 5-6 months old now, I guess. Maybe 7. Anyway, outraged, yes, wrong. It matters. It matters. I think I had said before, like at the start of December, we went to Winnipeg for my father-in-law's 75th birthday and my brother-in-law's 50th. And our youngest was born just a couple of days after the two of them. They're born like they're the brother-in-law and the father-in-law, they were born like 2 days apart, and then our son is a couple of days after that again. So all very close together in December. I'm in January, but our boys are spread throughout the year. We've got an April, a September, and a December, so we're really all out there. But I know it's kind of neat when you have a lot of the birthdays kind of lined up like that. But the new one, the young one, will feel special having being the one birthday kind of in the summertime. You know, it'll be nice for them to have a little bit of a way to stand. I was always mad when I was a kid that my birthday was in December. I mean, in January, that it was so, relatively speaking, close to Christmas. I always felt like I kind of got cheated out of some birthday presents because it was so close to Christmas. Whereas my sister's birthday is in May, and it always seemed like she got more stuff than I did. Probably entirely in my head, right? But that's the way it seemed to me when I was little. And but whatever. That's exciting. All right. It's going to take a while to cook. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Okay, we better add. So we need to, I wish we could see, but we can almost see meat there. All right. Oh, that was a little longer than we wanted, but that's okay. Hey, that's got to be cooking level 3. Now it's only an hour. Yes, that was cooking level 3. All right, so we need to, before we do that, we're going to eat one of these and take a slight risk. We have a risk of intestinal parasites. Isn't that lovely? And then if you turn 1, yes, I remember you going for that birthday. He turned 1 on the 24th. Dad turned 66. You turned 40 on the, right close together. That was the Friday that year. So yeah, I'm sure I remember you talking about that when you were heading up for it. But yeah, I mean, and those kinds of things are cool. And we had a great time in Winnipeg for our trip. We got a whole bunch of family and then some friends of both of the birthday people out, and so it was really good for us because we were only there for 2 nights, and so we actually got to see almost the one side of the family anyway. Long story, But yes, so those things are very, very convenient when you can kind of get everybody together and do it all as one big thing. So yes, we have a 1% chance of intestinal parasites. But if we eat a second piece of meat, we'll get a 10% chance. So 1%. Gotta wait for it to tick down. I think it takes a couple of days. Went for second birthday too. Yeah. Well, yeah, and you'll want to go. Well, I mean, it's not exactly next week, but you'll want to go when the new one comes too. So, that makes sense. And I mean, whatever. It gives you options, but yeah, travel that far, that soon, especially after you were kind of stuck on your last travel trip. Sure, that would make anyone hesitate to want to go, even if it's not to the same place, right? But just to go and to kind of risk that inconvenience again. Pardon me. All right, so we ate the piece of meat. Now let's drink a bunch of water. It's obvious which part is the good part of the family is the good part of the family. Listen, just like I can't help being made of delicious meat, nobody can help when it is that they were born. Only their parents can do that, and even they only have limited control, Graphic. Maybe you don't quite understand how the whole process works, but I'm not going to go into it now. All right, let's finish this. Think you'll wait in the summer? Yeah. Well, yeah, and a little safer on the travel front in the summer too. That's good of you. I mean, it's not easy to keep a secret like that, especially when it's something that you're excited about. But hopefully they'll let him know soon because yes, and I'm the same way. Nobody, I'm not sure anybody I even know, even a little bit, spends any amount of time on Twitch. Probably some of the ladies that I work with, probably some of their like husbands, boyfriends, partners, whatever. Some of them probably do, but yeah. But yeah, hopefully they'll be able to let him know soon, and it'll be all whatever good. And yeah, it is the parents' fault. Graphic, yes. Somehow I doubt it, Graphic, but you just never know, right? Okay, so I need to pick that up. Really not sure how much of this bear meat I want to bother carving out of here. Especially since the weather seems like it's about to turn on us. I guess we could try...
Fuck with this much gear.
I mean, we're going to smell bad anyways. How much time is left on the fire? Oh, well, those are cooked now. Just have to be careful not to eat them by accident. Famous overnight, yeah. Somehow I doubt Graphic. I highly doubt. I doubt that would happen at all. And B, somehow I don't imagine that that Jackie's name in real life is also Jackie's name on Twitch. Most of us, I mean, my first name is, but at best, that's you know, it's very unlikely, but it's not impossible, right? highly improbable, but not impossible. Okay. I guess we can do just a little bit of water here, and then better put another stick. Well, if we can keep the fire going, we'll take a little bit more meat, but it was prophetic for my career choice for 15 years, Graphic. Awfully convenient, hey? Almost boiled. Okay. If nothing else, this gives us good cooking skills, but yeah, we are definitely gonna want to take a torch with us too when we try and head back. The only way they would figure it out is because okay, right. Yeah, that's fair. It would almost be worth it, right? Like imagine the story. Like what are the chances from of us going from and I include you all in this. What are the chances of us going from 5 viewers to 50,000 viewers overnight and making the news and them replaying the specific chat log where Jackie's talking about having a new family member coming, soon. Yep, that would be a lot of coincidence. Oh, did the wind just try to put out my fire? It totally did. Not cool, wind. Not cool. It rolled a 6. Yeah. Okay. I was not aware of that. Nibbling. That's how it's spelled to my brain. But yes, I'm not sure English has an equivalent term. I don't think it does. We have niece and we have nephew, but okay. Fair enough. Don't know. Well, then it's news to me, Jackie. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I have learned something along those lines from you. It's well, it should be a word that would be at least somewhat common, but I've never heard it before in conversation. Or read it anywhere for that matter. Usually if I find a word like that I don't know, I end up looking it up because I'm that kind of curious. So sibling child. Yes. If you say so, Graphic. I know significantly less Dutch than I know English. I know less Dutch than I know Biblical Greek. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but that makes sense. It truly does. Yeah. Well, I learned something new. Will I remember it come this time tomorrow? Questionable. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Ooh, a remoulade. Very nice. I'm a big fish fan. We don't get a lot of good fish on the prairies, sadly. But yes, nowhere near in the same, category of language as familial relation to talk about snack foods. Right. Fair enough. And whatever. It's all, well, I was gonna say, not gonna say it's all related, but same concept. It's just organize the which surprise test? The surprise streamer test? It's okay. Maybe Jackie will come in and quiz me tomorrow. You never know. Right, I gotta try and stack this fire up again, one stick at a time here. Keep these things cooking. Then we got 1, 2, at least, oh, 3. There's a third one over there. At least 3 wolves that are gonna smell us and want to come and say hello. Yes, and I think you've mentioned those terms before, Jackie, so that does make sense. I want to throw a bigger piece of wood on here so I don't have to babysit it so much, but just the chances of it not ending well are too high. Yeah, realistically, I don't think most of this meat is worth coming back to harvest because we just can't eat it. At least not in any quantity. How long does it take for this thing to go away? Avoid eating meat from carnivores. Yeah, we need to get cooking level 5 ASAP. So far, we're cooking level 3, which is great, but it's going to take a while. She found in storage the newspaper announcement. Oh, for your maternal great-great-grandmother. 1880. Wow. Yeah, that's cool for sure. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean that's something that most people don't do anymore is put that kind of thing in a I mean it happens in some small towns for like local papers. Still I think, but even the oh, what's the word? Even though the obituaries in the paper, I mean we've never in the history of our like married life, like my wife and I, we've never subscribed to a newspaper subscription. But yes, hello on YouTube again there. Mr. Auger, I think you were here yesterday. Were you not? Feel that's about right. Okay, fair enough. Yep, a moderately public figure. That's fair. Yeah. Yes, not famous, but part of the community at large, like a well-known figure, not a celebrity, but on par maybe with like the mayor or the town council or something. Cool. Well, fair enough. I could be confusing your name with there's enough people that roll through that I can't remember every name. But I do try as much as I struggle sometimes. Right. Yeah, it was they were sort of pillars of the community, right? Yeah, like I mean some of the churches that we served, they would like put the the pastor's name like on the sign out in front of the church. I'm still not really sure what the point of that was. But yeah, that used to be a common thing. It isn't necessarily as common anymore, but it still happens, especially again in smaller communities. It's guards in 89. Yes, but it still surprises me how long ago certain things actually happened. Uh, and when you're tired too, Jackie, that's I mean, you're not wrong, but oh, okay. It rolled a 6. 6 out of what? 6 out of 6 or 6 out of 100, Jackie? That's the real question. I don't know that I've ever heard of that book. Oh, is that Terry Pratchett? You were just saying something about him earlier. So I haven't read too much of his work, but I've read one or two things. Trying to remember what I've a couple of books. I know he's published a lot, especially in the 80s and okay. Discworld. Yes, I have heard of Discworld before, but I've never read any of the books. It's one of the things on it's well down the list, but it is on excuse me, it is on my list. I know he's got a very wry sense of humor like that. I'm sure I would enjoy it. I'm sure I would enjoy the humor. What did I read? I'm terrible. I'm terrible with titles of books. You mean you want to redeem channel points to force me to go out and request those books from our local library? Is that what we're talking about, Graphic? Well, you remind me tomorrow, and I'll see what I can do. I'm on book 6 right now of the Wheel of Time. Since they canceled the show on Prime, which I'm still mad about. I like when they put out the show, like I had read the entire series. I finished it over a decade ago. But when they started, advertising for the show on Prime Video, I was like, okay, super cool. So then I was like, okay, we'll watch the show. So I watched the first season of the show, enjoyed it. And then I was like, okay, well, I know there's differences from the book, but it's been so long because I finished the series a decade ago. So I started it like 20 years ago. So I wanted to go back and see how different things were. So I watched season 1, then I read book 1, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I want to read book 2 now, but I'm going to wait until season 2 of the show comes out so I can do the same thing. So that was my plan, was to go through and read like watch the season, read the book, watch the season, read the book. Now season 3, which was the last season where they canceled it, kind of blended more than one, like books 3 and 4 together, I think. Trying to kind of speed up the plot, because that was one of the criticisms, was that it was moving so slowly, which is ironic because there was so much that takes place. But in any case, right, yes, you would want to save those points. 41 books. Oh man. Yeah, that's a lot of, and that's just the Discworld books. Like he's published I shouldn't say plenty of other books, but a number of other books as well that don't fit in that the Wheel of Time graphic. They were making the show about it on Prime Video. I can see why a lot of people criticized it, especially longtime fans of the books. But I'm very practical when it comes to adaptations, and I understand that, like an entire chapter that deals with the internal monologue of one character just dealing with one issue just doesn't make for good television, right? Like you could have doubled the number of episodes but not significantly covered more territory, because you just can't do internal monologues well over the long haul on a TV show format, right? or in a movie format. Really, it just doesn't work, and so you can't present the story the same. And my personal take on it, and I'm sure the take that they were hoping some fans of the book would get, but if you haven't read The Wheel of Time, you should. Just like I should read the books you're talking about. But the Wheel of Time books they're very character centric and very detail oriented, and it's a very, very well fleshed out world. And it's 14 books long. And not like paperback books like this. Like the paperback books are like this. But didn't really capture you when you tried to read them 25 years ago. That's fair. Kind of standalone. Yeah, and I've always liked well, I went through a phase where I was sick of series. I was sick of because Tolkien started it, and it's not his fault, but everybody latched onto it, right? If selling one book is good, then selling 3 books is great. And if selling 3 books is great, selling 41 books is stinking fantastic, right? And so everything is a series now. So I went through a phase where I was just like, you know what? I am done with series. I want a standalone sci-fi book, or I want a standalone fantasy book. And when I first picked up The Wheel of Time in the used bookstore, I thought it was a standalone book, which is why I picked it up and read it. And I realized within the last 2 chapters that there's no way this is a standalone book, and was kind of frustrated. But because I went into it with that expectation, I got more invested in the characters than I would have been if I had known it was a 14-book series. But now that I approached it differently than most people would have. Right. And I'm about a third of the way into book 6 right now. And when I read through the series the first time, book 6 is the book I struggled with, because it felt like it was going nowhere. And so I can see, and book 5 a little bit the same, but less so. Book 7, things pick right up, and I was good from there, but right. Yeah, it just it's not that nothing was happening, it's just that nothing was happening, right? Like the characters were going through things, but it was sort of like there was a stalled point going on intentionally in the book when they were trying to basically, the book needed to happen because it needed to set up XYZ for the next 4 or 5 books, but it did make it harder to right. And if you're waiting for translation, yeah, that's not going to help for sure. But yeah, it's definitely a series for people who are willing to take their time with it, and who don't get lost easily. See, I didn't feel like that. Well, I guess if we're talking about book 6 specifically, then yeah, book 6 is the one. But you're right. If it's split into 2 volumes for the translation, then that feels like it's 2 books, and yeah, that gets well, yeah, I can see how you can maybe see that would. It depends where the partitions are too, right? And I have no idea for the translations, but I am glad that I got to the series nearer the end. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I get that. And there's been, books that I've put down and not come back to for ages. Can't think of the name of it now, but yeah, there was a book that I got probably almost 25 years ago. I was in my early 20s, and I read 3/4 or 2/3 of the way, let's say 2/3 of the way through the book, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not this isn't working for me, and I put it down, And I didn't pick it up until about 5 years ago when I read it and I was like, wow, this is the most amazing book ever. Okay, not the most amazing book ever, but I was really satisfied with the story. But I basically remembered nothing from my first read through because it didn't grab me, and so I didn't have any emotional attachment to it, so none of the details stuck. Except for one part, which was a really interesting explanation. But yes, don't let us keep you, Jackie. You got to look after yourself. And if I'm lucky, I will be able to stream tomorrow. And if I'm extra lucky, you will drop in and visit us there too. But rest well. Good to have you here. Good to know that you're home. And yeah, I don't know. I also have a collecting habit. I like to collect my books from buying them at the used bookstore. So I don't always pull the trigger the first time. Good night, Jackie. Yeah, I don't always pull the trigger the first time I see a book because I want to know a little bit more. And I've been burned before. Like I have book 2 and 3 of a trilogy, and I cannot find book 1 of the trilogy anywhere. And so no, it's not book 1. It's book 1 and 2 that I have, and I can't find book 3 anywhere. So I won't read books 1 and 2 unless I can find book 3, and I really don't want to have to order it off of Amazon. But yeah, there's a couple of series like that that I wish I had the whole thing and then I would read them. But anyway, that is what it is. I do need to stop getting sucked into. I can't even remember the name of it now, Graphic. It's been too long. It's like a science fiction more than a fantasy thing. But yeah, that's I enjoy the hunt, the thrift store shopping kind of experience for it. But yeah, I have a list on my phone of books that I'm hunting for, and when I find them, I'm excited, and when I don't, part of the problem is I don't live near to a city as I used to. Like we used to live like about an hour from Saskatoon, and so we would go to Saskatoon once a month, once every 3 weeks. Like it was close enough that we could justify going just to buy groceries. The wind keeps blowing my fire out, guys. It's not fair. Yeah, it makes me especially nervous because I need to take a torch with me when I get out of here. But this was the bear from the island, so the bear by the Quonset should still be around. I'm still hoping I can add another. There we go. Maybe what I should do, Graphic, is I should see about finding the... wind just blew again and took a minute and a half off my fire. Get a blizzard here in no time. The Long Earth. Oh, co-written. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I went through a phase, like when I was commuting, I listened to a ton of audiobooks. We because at the time I could get them through our local library through a specific app that let you borrow books, like audiobooks. And I listened to a ton of books. I listened to some great science fiction, some great fantasy. Of course, I can't think of the name of any of the stuff I listened to now, but it was great. Like you're stuck in a car for 45 minutes, like 4 or 5 days a week. You need to do something. And as much as I enjoy music, I needed the story to keep my brain more engaged, to keep me awake. But whatever partnership our libraries had with this app, it ended or expired or whatever. And so since then, I just listened to a couple of podcasts, including one Technical Alpha podcast, and a history one. And well, that's mainly it. The World of Warcraft podcast, but that's a separate thing. But in any case, that might be a better option for me. I don't listen to them as much anymore, but if I had a series I was trying to work through, I feel like I would plug them in more when I'm, cooking or whatever. I am still listening to it to this day, Graphic. Every episode, I've never skipped one. Don't tell Adam. I'm kidding. I don't care. But yeah, I preferred the older format to kind of what they're doing now. But I get why they are going with what they're going with now. But it's easier for them, right, to prepare for and everything. I miss having a little bit more meaty sort of tech and gaming talk in there. I mean, they still touch on some good stuff, but okay, here we are. We're good to know. Well, like Adam used to really plan out the science and tech stuff, right? Like he would get suggestions like to his Discord for, can you guys cover this on the podcast? Can you guys cover that on the podcast? And he would sort of build his own list from stuff that he came across. And so it made for a bit more of a comprehensive slice of, I mean, I'm sure if even if you listened a year ago, you would have kind of been under that format. Basically, what they do now is they basically just take all of their talking points from the Patreon. So anybody who supports on Patreon can put in a question for, talk about the latest Twitch drama, talk about, this game dev story, talk about this other thing. And so, because Adam in particular is generally knowledgeable about and has been keeping up on a lot of stuff anyways, even if it doesn't come up for a podcast topic. So it makes it for a more organic conversation between the two of them. But yeah, I miss kind of having the patch notes that have like a list of, these are the issues we're going to talk about. Yeah, they were only the back half, right? Kind of. And now they're the majority of the content. I mean, the first 20 minutes is usually whatever's going on in the guys' lives. And then it's an hour to 2 hours of I mean, it's all relevant and interesting. Like I still enjoy the content, but not quite as much as when there was more sort of meaty stuff to it. I felt like I was better informed under the old format, but way more work, especially for Adam, right, to get ready and to plan ahead and then to talk about, because half of the stuff, well, maybe not half of the stuff, but like a third of the stuff, Jeff just had no, like, oh, graphics card stuff, right? Like, like the new graphics cards are out and let's talk about the tech specs. And Jeff's like, I don't care. And I can't blame him, but I found it interesting to hear someone with a higher knowledge level about it than myself talk about it. But all right. Sorry, I gotta pick this. Yeah, torch is blown out. What I was afraid of. Yeah, okay, that's not good. So I either have to... I suppose I could go back up to the house here and wait for a less windy day, but fire's already going to have blown out. I can still run.
Snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I can still run, so I can still move with relative speed, so I should be able to... Oh! He gave up. The wolf over there gave up and stopped going... Wow, I must have run just far enough. Oh, there's another wolf over there. Perfect! One way or another, we're going to be dragging a wolf with us. But we got a bear hide, and if we have to, we can shoot the wolves with arrows. I just would rather not, you know. Yeah, no, that one's... Yeah, see, those ones are going over to where we were before. Bah. Nope. Okay, yeah, they got to where I was, and I'm far enough away now that they are also giving up the pursuit. That's fantastic. I did not know we could pull that off. But this has worked out very well for us thus far. I guess the real question is if there's a wolf over here still, which there might be. If there is, yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, now he's seen me. Alright, I am going to try and fake him out here. Sort of like I did last time. The problem is we smell bad enough that even if we pull this off, it won't last for too long. Yep, he's still on my tail, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I need a few more sticks. Alright, when he's howling, he's standing still. Yep. Chilly, and this is heavy. And where's the Quonset? I mean, I know where it is. It's over the rise over there, but... Now the wind's in my face.
I'm not going to be carrying this load for much longer.
And there's a wolf. It's behind me still, so that's good. Alright, we should be able to make it to the Quonset here. Without too much difficulty. Of course, we're short on edibles. Which is to say, on food we can consume in this video game. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of glare on my glasses, aren't we? Did we not search that car over there? Oh. Well, we gotta get this stuff curing in here as fast as we can, so... Might go check that out after, especially after we're not... Oh, he's right there. That was close. Too close. Alright. We do, in fact, now have 4 cured deer hides. So much space. Not quite as much as the moose hide,
Tongue
but
feels
almost.
like sandpaper.
Alright, and I should have dropped the guts first because we need them the most. Get done soon. It's not supposed to, but crazier things have happened, Graphic.
Drop any of this gear.
Crazier things have indeed happened. Should go outside and grab one more piece of venison. I'm still carrying the bear meat on me too. 5 whole pieces. Okay. Oh, that wasn't even the big piece. Darn it. I'm going back out for a big piece then. Wish I had more food here, but we kind of got to make do. I really am going to have to hunt a deer of some description tomorrow, or else catch a bunch of rabbits. We don't have enough food to keep going here. Right side, I do have a fair bit of water. Anything else for carrying? Oh yeah, we can drop the tools. I feel like we could craft another bow. Two cured guts. We need 4 cured guts to make the pants. We need more deer hide as well. I really need the pants because I need to replace my jeans that are about to fall apart here. Wait.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Not want to pick that up. I think is it 10 days to cure a black bear hide? 12 days. Oh my goodness. We have to survive 12 days and get another bear down. Man. I'm going to be sick for a while. Okay, it's late afternoon. I feel like crafting all that stuff is really good use of our time right now. I'm going to go hunt a deer. But I also don't have a ton of time. Whoops. All right. I think myself a note here. Hunt a second bear for the hide. That's basically my need to do. Craft deerskin pants, bear coat, and what else? Ultimately, eventually deerskin boots and moose satchel. Actually, that's another thing. If we could find the moose. No, did that just delete the... Okay. Second, I thought we just deleted the entire top line there, and I was going to be very mad at myself. Find a moose. There we go. There's my to-do list. Out. Go back in. There we go. We're on day 15. That's not shabby. All right. Well, that was fantastic. We got lots done. I'm not feeling super secure, but I'm feeling like we have at least the tools we need now to stay relatively secure. So as we wrap up the stream today, We are absolutely going to go and raid DH Dunn, because Dunn is playing the Long Dark on Interloper. What day is he on? Day 419 of an Interloper run. That is crazy. That is a full 404 days more than me. Like 30 days is my personal best or something like that. So wow. But yes, let's go raid Dunn. And I will say again, thank you so much to everybody who has been here, who has hung out and chatted and everything else, or just lurked in the background and done your own thing. I get it. People are busy. I'm busy. You're busy. We all have our different things, and we all enjoy different things. But yep, you take care, Graphic. Hope you have a good night as well. I know it's a lot later for you, but yeah, hope you can drop in tomorrow if I manage to make it on. And I will see you when we see you. Bless you. And good night, everybody. See you again soon. Take care.